Hey folks, welcome back here to the VegasDon channel. We're here on the main streets of East Las Vegas here, off of Spanish Drive, which is in between Nellis and Hollywood Boulevard here, off of Stewart Avenue. In fact, Stewart's right here. We've covered quite a bit of territory here on the east side of Las Vegas especially. This is where a lot of the calls for service tend to come in, on the east side of town, certainly far more than the west side, Summerlin, etc. And it's a different agency down there, but Henderson down in Green Valley, they don't tend to have nearly as much and many as the in the ways of calls for service as they do over here on the east side. So we've got a school up here on the left, but it's a Saturday, so we don't need to worry about that. Spanish Garden Lane over here off to our left, and then we've got garbage trucks out here picking up, and very warm day here in the Vegas Valley. For sale, 2-point-something acres with a wreath over it, so you can't quite read it. Looks like someone's living there in an RV. You see that all over the place, especially on the east side of town. A lot of folks in RVs. If I was in an RV, I would probably go somewhere a little bit more temperate, right? Like maybe the coastal areas of California or something. I don't think I would pick Las Vegas in the summertime. I wouldn't want to be stuck, goodness, without AC. I mean, I'm assuming some of them have to have AC. Maybe they have portable generators and they just put gasoline in them. But still, that takes money too, right? To fuel up the gas for the generator. So I don't know how they're doing it, a lot of these folks. But I do read a lot online about folks all over the place here on the east side that say that their neighborhoods are full of theft, especially after dark. And that could be related, I don't know. There's a juice stand over there, one of many of the ubiquitous juice stands here on the east side of town. They don't have them out on the west side. At least I haven't seen them. In the times that we've done our travels out there and explored Summerlin and the northwest part of town, I just haven't seen them. I have not seen the juice stands. I'm sure you can buy all sorts of things there, and what they don't have on hand, they can probably get for you, if you know what I mean. This is, of course, the east side of Las Vegas. That's how they do. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. We really appreciate you guys being here. This is now Mount Hood Street, appropriately named, in my humble opinion. It was Fog Street down over there by Charleston, but then it changes names, as do so many streets in this town, without warning. And so, another school over here off to our left looks like an elementary school. You would think that Vegas does amazing business in terms of educational outcomes and achievements. Nope. You would think the state of Nevada does, with all the schools we have. Like seemingly one. Oh wow, I thought we were going to have a collision there. You would think that with all the number of schools that we have in this town, it's like, what, 237 elementary schools or something in this town? It's a large number. But no, we're bottom 5, bottom 10 at best every year in terms of outcomes, educational outcomes and achievements, which is a very depressing statistic because of the fact that we pour so much money into it. I mean, our property taxes go in to pay for the school board that then turns around and buys a $385,000 a year superintendent of schools who does what? I don't know. Oh, look at this. We got an old car over here. Is that a Chevy over there? Might be an Impala, huh? And we just don't get the outcomes and achievements that, schools that are in other states do. Now, of course, it's hard to measure apples to apples for schools and school performance, educational outcomes and achievements, simply because of the fact that you have so many different standards all across the country. Like in California now, they're talking about, I think it was San Fran, they were talking about making 20% on your tests and homework, etc., making that a passing grade. So they keep changing and lowering the standards, right? To make it easier for everyone to pass. There was a term for that. I haven't heard them use it in a while, but back then it was called social promotion, wherein the kids would pretty much get promoted along with the other kids in their age range so that they weren't left behind. You didn't have like a 15-year-old hanging out in 7th or 8th grade, that sort of thing. But it's very unfortunate. That's the way it is here in Nevada. We're gonna make a left here onto Sloan. I'm sorry, onto Lake Mead. This is Lake Mead Boulevard, a major east-west artery here in town. And we'll make a left here. We'll pause it for a sec and take a look at these homes that back up to Lake Mead Boulevard right here as we make this left-hand turn. That does not look like Summerlin. And I don't know where code enforcement is. They might be sleeping. They might be all on permanent vacation somewhere. Those might be sinecures for all I know, the people that are assigned to code enforcement in this town. They're just, you know, working for nothing or getting paid for nothing as a payback, a political payback or something like that. That's usually seen in DC, those sinecure arrangements, but I'm sure it's all over the place, especially when they can afford to pay $385,000 to a superintendent. That, I mean, how do you turn around a program that is so woeful here in Las Vegas and in Nevada overall? I mean, it's statewide. And as a parent, to think about what you get when you pay for your taxes, right? Getting your money's worth, that sort of thing. Is that the case? You know, what is it they're teaching these students in school to where they cannot achieve more better than 40th in the country in educational outcomes and achievements? I'm coming down here to Sloan because there was a large homeless / unsheltered / unhoused encampment over here, and it looks like for the moment they're gone. They were on the other side of those barricades. There is another encampment right